Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. There are a lot of things that are iconic to Miami, but there are two that stand out amongst many. One is Miami Vice and second is cigarette racing. Today I am going to be your Don Johnson to take you on a full, thorough walkthrough of a cigarette 42 Auroris. Because like Don Johnson used to say, you gotta know the rules before you can break them. Because otherwise it's no fun. Come with me and let's take a look. If you guys like this intro, then hit the like button because we worked really hard to make sure that this video comes out as awesome as possible. But all things being said, we're starting our walkthrough all the way from the back here. First thing you see is obviously 4 500 Mercury racing engines totaling 2,000 horsepower, and this thing can reach speeds over 80 miles an hour, which we will put into test, and you guys will see how exhilarating and how fun it is to drive this boat. Now, before we even continue, this boat is listed for sale on YachtWay, link down below. But as we're going further with our tour, all the way in the back is actually your flushing system. So once you come back home, you just plug in the hose and it does all the flushing for you. So you don't have to take care of anything else other than just plugging back in. It does 15 minutes each engine, and you can make rest assured that the boat is ready to go next time. You have cleats obviously on either side, so if you want to do cross lines, you can. You also have grab rails in the back, so when you're in the water, you can grab onto that area if you want to maybe climb in from the back. But there is a much easier way to get into the boat, which we will come back in a moment. All the way in the back, so you have both on starboard and port side these really nice ice boxes filled with ice, and you can see just how much drink can it fit. I mean, you can put cases of your favorite drinks into these boxes. And what I love is everything on cigarette, you see all these panels nicely finished, and there's no raw fiberglass anywhere. Everything is meticulously done. And what's cool is, like I said, I mean, there's nothing more iconic than cigarette racing, because they're actually built right here in South Florida, in Miami area, which is really neat. As we keep walking, right next to your fridge here is a trash cubby. So this one comes out, boom, now you can throw all your empty cans. Don't throw trash overboard, keep them in the boat, collect them in one place. Nice. And now that I'm sitting already over here, all the cans that you want to store, boom, you have cup holder right here. Also same thing on the other side, plenty more to come. And what's neat is if you don't want to have this just as a seating area, like a bench, you have a control button here, and you move this toggle and boom, now you have a whole sunbed that reaches out, which is fantastic because you can use this area in 2 different ways. Either you want to use it for dining or you use it for lounging. And when you put it all the way back in, you can actually also mount a table here outside, which we will show you. We'll put a clip over here how that looks like, because you can do a full dining here. And dining is something that this boat has that no other cigarette 42 Auroris has. Also, a little cubby here, so if you want to put maybe little nitty gritty over here, you can store them nicely right here as well. As we keep walking, obviously more cleats on either side, and a fun place for everybody to get into water. Right here you have this handle, this falls out. Just look at the finishing on this boat. All hand painted. Cigarette is known for their painting quality, and as you can see, these are, by the way, these are not decals. The whole side of the boat, this is hand brush painted, and you can just see. I want really to, maybe we can have a tele-lens over here to really zoom into the quality of paint. Absolutely incredible. Rub rail that goes all the way across the boat, and a nice boarding door. Now, being on so many boats, especially the ones that have boarding doors, getting in and out of the water might be challenging sometimes, but Cigarette has really thought about it and made it super simple. The way it works is you have these handles that fold out, one on either side, so you can easily pull yourself into the boat. And you know, the first thing you can ask is, well, yeah, but I need to climb somehow in as well. Well, no problem. You have this nice ladder, you just fold out, just like this. Yeah, voila. Look at that. Now you can easily come back into the water and even use this area over here if you want to put your snorkel gear here or whatever you like. Plenty of storage for you to keep everything in. And when you're in the water, you can obviously keep this lid closed. So now, easy way to walk around on the boat. Fantastic. While you are sitting over here or lounging or doing whatever you like, maybe there's too much sun for you. So for that, what they have done, we just cut over here. So you push a button on the screen and you have electric bimini that is integrated into the hardtop. So you don't see it anywhere visibly. It's inside the top. And now this extends out and gives you plenty of shade. So voila, now the sun is not hitting me at all. Very neat. You have a camera at the top facing to the aft. I tell you, the thing is, when you're running 84 miles an hour, what's gonna happen is it might be too fast to look around the boat. So for that, what they have done is they put a camera over here so you can see from the helm station how the boat is looking like from behind, or if anybody is catching up with you. Very unlikely. But now we're getting into this summer kitchen area, which I mentioned before is very unique just for this boat. So you have this nice lounge area behind you, and in front of it, you have a galley. So with these two deadbolts, you pull them up. You can actually lock this whole thing up. So you can make sure that during the high speed, this boat is safe in terms of for people on board, and also the galley is not popping open. You have a proper Canyon barbecue grill right here, a sink, matte black finish for the sink, very nice. Faucet control, nice countertop here, and once you close it, you can obviously use this area at the top for serving as well. Below, nice drawer over here with a little cubby right at the top, so if you want to put any smaller items, you can, maybe bottle openers, etc. Right next to it, plenty of drawers, so you can all your cutlery stored away. Another drawer right below. We showed you one trash bin, and it also has a mini trash bin. Look at that. How cute is that? The cutest trash bin that you have ever seen. So this one stores away here, and below you have two fridge drawers. So voila. So this one is now separated into two different sections. You can move this shelf around, have your cans at the top, or move it all the way forward, and you can also have actually a full bottles, so champagne bottles or wine bottles standing here as well. And right next to that, on the port side, you now have an ice maker, so it makes you proper fresh ice always, and a fridge cubby over here as well, so you can keep all your... This is so cold over here. This water has frozen. So with Trifigo fridges, these are proper super yacht quality fridges. So very nice to see those on the boat. Now, it's so fun, but you know, we are still all the way in the aft deck area, and how much they've really utilized the space and maximized the space itself is incredible. On your port side now, what you also have is additional storage. This lifts all the way up, and I mean, you can fit your fenders over here, toys, whatever you like. You can even fit a sea bob inside over here. So fantastic place to keep all your nitty gritty. And we mentioned cup holders. You have two more cup holders right underneath, hidden away. And what's cool is if you're going now full speed, this being hidden away, it doesn't get sucked by the wind and it's not flying overboard. Love that. Little Easter egg on this boat is actually a whole entertainment system. I'm not talking about the speakers that are kind of the elephants in the room, but a whole TV system. So with the push of a button, you have on a screen over here, you have a TV that pops up, and you can watch a Super Bowl over here, whatever game you like, you can easily watch it. And making it even easier is because this boat has a Starlink system, so you can be anywhere on the water, even in the middle of Atlantic, you will have a Wi-Fi. I think your bigger problem at that point is going to be having fuel. But you can rest assured you will have internet everywhere in the world. Thank you, Elon, for that. So you can see how cool is that. This TV is so big that you can, I mean, obviously lounge over here, enjoy the movie, or be all the way out in the water and still see the TV from the boat. Awesome, I love that. Now, the cool features and finishes that are unique to this boat don't end just with the galley or the summer kitchen here. Also, you have brand new style Helm seats for this Cigarette 42 Auroris. And what I love about them is, if you look at the back, this is all open carbon backing, and it's actually homage to the Cigarette 515 racing boat, and all the racing boats of theirs have actually the carbon fiber backing, and you can see it from the back by sitting behind the Helm Station. Love that, and they brought it over also now to the 42, and the seats themselves, so many tricks in them that we'll come back to them. Now, talking about lights, so you have two different light options. Obviously, you have the forward facing lights for your nighttime cruising, and when you come back to dock, you also have these lights integrated into the hardtop facing towards the engines, and these you can change colors either to blue like they are right now, or you can turn them into white, so you can easily see the dock right behind you. Now, for the ice maker, this boat has two water intakes. Number one is obviously for your showers, etc. But it also has a separate water intake for your ice itself, making sure, which is right over here, you can unscrew this right here and you can fill it in with the water. So if you are, for example, maybe a person that only wants an ice from a Fiji water, you can fill in the ice machine with a Fiji water alone, or obviously you can use normal water like everybody else. Obviously, speakers on this boat, haven't counted how many, but there are many. There's three just underneath the lounge bed over here, and across the board you have several displays on this boat. One of them being on your port side on the hardtop column here, so that the passengers who are sitting here can see either how fast you're going. There might be a hint over here how fast this boat has gone, but they can see the speed. Obviously, you can control your lights, whatever you like. Everything can be done from the control display right here, which is fantastic. Right below this, now on the floor, is where your storage pins are. So you have storage pins on both sides, on your port side, starboard side, this being the port side pin. Plenty of fenders over here. We put some inside, so you have three fenders, and you can see how much still space you have. And again, I want to point out how nicely everything is finished. Even this cigarette decal all the way at the bottom, reminding you that you are on a cigarette racing team's boat. Fantastic. Also, all these seals underneath makes it so when you're going full speed now, obviously the boat's going to be moving around a lot. You don't want anything to rattle, and these seals are going to help tremendously with that, so the boat stays as silent as possible. Close this puppy up. Boom. We want to talk about a little bit about the storage. So on both sides, starboard, port side, they've utilized all the wall space on this boat. So everywhere you go, you have these storage pins on both sides. So you can keep your lines over here, whatever you may need, everything is stored away across the board. So utilizing every single nook and cranny on this boat is fantastic. This one also having a fire extinguisher over here as well. Back to the Helm Station. This is where the fun now starts. I mean, proper size Helm seats. I love the slight angle of them, because when we sit down on them, I mean, it's comfortable. And second of all, you can rest your head on them. And I like that the head part is a little bit raised, so giving you more support while you're sitting over here. And obviously you have this backrest that you can fold up, So now if you want to lean against them, drive it while you're standing up, especially when you're going full speed, this is a fantastic place to be on. Even neater is that these seats, you can actually adjust the height of them. So if you want to go lower, you push a button, higher, and push a button. Voila. I mean, I love that. This is so cool. Obviously, you can do that for all 3 seats. You have AC vents. So while you're cruising over here full speed, having a fully enclosed cockpit, you might want to get a little bit cool air coming towards you. These AC grills will make sure that you have plenty of cool air coming to you. Nice steering wheel. I love the fact that you can, again, see the nice stitching of Cigarette. Love the finish of this, like a brushed metal backing, nice leather wheel. I mean, super nice finishes. Manual gauge for your fuel, making sure that you can always keep an eye on the fuel itself. VHF radio right below, your throttle controls, and bow thruster right at the top as well. 2 steps to rest your feet at. Love that. Love the little touch of Cigarette with the calligraphy version. Not the Cigarette, maybe the stamped version logo, but the calligraphy one. Very nice. And also another footrest while you're standing up over here, having them a little bit inclined, actually making it much more comfortable to sit over here or standing up. All this Helm Station is nicely finished. Cup holders, I mean, these are not cup holders. Let's not call them cup holders. These are mug holders. You can put a gallon mug over here inside, making sure that it stays secure. Leather finish everywhere. And you also have storage area over here. We have pins, which I want to talk about. We'll come back to those in a moment. And you also have a USB charger, so you can make sure that you can keep all your devices charged. And while they're charging, you can just throw them inside and keep them hidden away, just like this. 3 massive Garmin monitors. You can obviously configure them whichever way you like. Everything on the boat, like lights, etc., are controllable from the panel here. This one having Poco lights. You can obviously choose your speaker colors. You can choose any color you like. Underwater lights, you can turn these on, off. Choose again whatever color you like. Cup holders have its own lights. Everything is lit up and looks absolutely amazing. As we keep walking here and talking about the switching, you have your TV controls, your engine batteries obviously here, your bilge pump controls, again, your light controls, and also what it has is camera controls. Now, this boat has a lot of cool cameras mounted to it. So we click on video, and the first camera is now that we see is obviously your aft camera. That's what we mentioned in the back, that you can see your engines obviously, and you can see if somebody's catching up with you. Again, unlikely, but you can take a look at that. You can obviously change this camera now source to bow camera. This one shows you now if you want, you can check out and see if you're catching up with someone, or maybe somebody in the back wants to put it on the screen over there, making sure that they see what's going on ahead of them. Then you also have a camera called Psionics. Now this looks like a very low resolution camera here, but I tell you what, this is probably one of the most biggest or greatest innovations that the boat industry has seen over a very long period of time. There is this, I don't want to call it agent, but this FLIR night vision system, it's a great system. It's a thermal camera, but the cost of it is ridiculously overpriced. And this thing costs 1/3, and it gives you a better quality picture, and it gives you a proper night vision. We'll do a night shot over here to show you how well this thing works at nighttime. Highly recommend to everybody. Incredible system. Love that. Moving forward, now we have the Psionics camera, and you also have underwater camera. So this being maybe a little murky water over here, but oh, did you just see that? Did you just see that, guys? Literally, that's the whole purpose. So this was not planned. This fish is not a paid actor, but you are literally able to see fish swimming underneath you. Imagine now being in Bahamas where you have crystal clear waters. You'll be able to see all the fish swimming right below your boat. Fantastic. Maybe we'll catch another one in the future. This is something that, you know, in Rolls-Royce you have this starry sky and you can wait and see how the stars are, if the stars are falling from the ceiling. This is you wait for a real fish to come by. Huh? This is the next level. One of them that I wanted to show you is these pins. So what you can do is, around the boat you have these pinholes and you can tie a fender line on this pin and you can just plug it in on the side and voila, now you have a way to quickly hook a fender on the side of the boat. Love this feature. Obviously this you can re-tie to the fenders themselves, so they're always ready to go. As we walk, I want to point out you have these massive LED strips all across the board around the flooring as you walk towards the bow. Not to mention you also have speaker lights, again RGB lights, making sure that you can customize that and make the boat look exactly the way you like it. Also have wind doors, so you pop this puppy out over here and now lock it in. Now when you're going, you know, over 40-50 miles an hour, you want to navigate the wind away from the people sitting at the helm station, and this very much helps to do that and takes the turbulence from the passenger away, making it a very calm and comfortable ride. Not to mention what they have also done is, we close this up, they have these nice triangle windows here, and these are slightly angled, again, to push the air away from the passengers and making it as comfortable as possible for them. Now, we have a cabin access door where we go back in a short while, but keep walking towards the bow. And what I love about this boat is the walkways are super wide and also super high. Again, having upholstered sidewalls everywhere you walk is bouncy, so even if you bang into anything, you're not going to hurt yourself. I like that even the grab rails are nicely integrated into the walls here, and I like that they're obviously matte black finish here. Very nice, very modern finish, everything. We get to the bow area now. First thing, I mean, this thing just invites me to sit down and enjoy the Miami views. I feel like a true Don Johnson over here. This is a throwback to 1980s. I mean, calling all 80s people over here. This is amazing. While you're sitting over here, obviously you don't need to grab on to anything, but when you're going maybe full speed, you want to feel a little bit more secure. You have nice handholds on both sides, so you can hold on while you're going full speed. Love that. And it's so plush. It is so plush. The seats are really, really comfortable. You have to try it out. Again, if you want to buy this boat, visit yachtway.com. The most modern platform in the entire world where you can buy boats, often called also as the Zillow for yachts. As we keep walking, we get to the bow area. You have this nice U-shaped seating. Underneath the seat, you have LED lighting. Again, more mood lighting. Cup holders. So you have 8 cup holders just at the bow area. Speakers, 2 at the front. Another speaker here. 2 more over there. I mean, so many speakers, it's just bananas. Additional screen. Love this screen because obviously you can configure this whichever way you like, or if you want, you can also, you know, if passengers maybe want to see, they can, you know, set up the view for engine view or whatever they like, see the top speed, anything they like, they can easily manage it right over here. Talking about managing, what they can also do is manage a table at the bow. Now, there is a table. This, right underneath my feet, is a table. Now, with the toggle, what you can do is you just push it up and the table raises up. So, and this now acts in 2 different ways. One is it acts as a table, so you can have a meal here if you like. And number 2 is you can stop it where it is right now, put a cushion filler on top, which this boat comes with, and this becomes a nice big sunbed. And now, voila, now you have a proper dining table here, so you can enjoy your meal or whatever else you may like. I mean, how cool is that? So now you have 2 dining areas on a 42-foot boat that goes over 80 miles an hour, that has electric bimini, and talking about bimini, it also has a manual bow forward bimini. So you put 4 carbon fiber poles on the gunwales on either side, canvas over it, and this whole bow area becomes shaded as well. This is a proper ocean monster, ready to explore the waters anywhere in the world. Now, while you're exploring waters, obviously storage is an important thing. We've showed you so many storage areas on this boat already, but there's more. Lift up this lid here. So here, I mean, this is a massive storage. This goes all the way to the bow, stops at the bulwark, or the bulwark for the anchor locker. Again, you can put everything over here. Maybe you want to put some floaties or toys. Plenty of place to keep everything. And again, nicely finished, all the panels, cigarette decal inside. Absolutely incredible. Very, very nice. Carrying it on the storage part now, all around the U-ship seating, you have more storage. So voila, so we lift these up. These are all gas jugs. Look at the finishings inside this storage. This is bananas. And what's cool is these are interconnected. So the whole area is like a big U-shape connected. What you can do is you can fill this thing up with ice, and if you want to put your fresh fish over here, if you want to do some fishing, you can easily do with this boat. Or put extra food over here, or put your drinks over here. I mean, the amount of stuff that you can fill into this is just unbelievable. And again, everything is in gas jugs. Securely falls down. Voila, this ain't gonna go anywhere. Talking about going anywhere, you have an anchor which helps you to stay in one place. Anchor locker. Let's talk about anchor locker. Well, first of all, right now the anchor is all the way down. A couple of different things. Well, number one is, again, look at the finishings of this anchor locker. Absolutely immaculate. You have an extra cleat here, so if you want to tie in something, you can easily do that. Maybe you want to put fenders on the side, you can use this cleat for that. You also have a tool to tighten up your winch. Again, stored away, easily accessible. And it also has 3 different locking systems for your anchor. So the anchor, imagine now that you're going 80 miles an hour and suddenly the anchor becomes loose because the winch, something happens with it, who knows. Imagine the anchor suddenly hitting the ground. You do not want that to happen. And they don't have just 1, 2, they have 3 different locks for the anchor system. I can rest assured that this anchor is not going to go anywhere. So we'll show you how that looks like. But again, everything is nicely finished. Love that. And again, 2 more cleats for your lines at the bow as well. Cool. Before we walk back, let's look at the roof here. First of all, I love that the hardtop goes all the way to the sides, giving you plenty of shade. Love that the big windshield closed out, no wind blows into your face, except the AC maybe at the Helm Station. We have turned these searchlights on, so you have 2 massive, very bright lights for your nighttime cruising. Camera at the top in the dead center, that's the Garmin camera. At the top, the black one on a mount is a Psionics. Behind the Psionics, you have a radar, you have a VHF radio, and you also have horn. Now, what this boat also has that you don't see right now is a navigation light for nighttime that is actually electronic and collapsible. Now, why, you ask? Because in Miami we have a lot of low bridges. So to get through these bridges, you want to put down as many masts as possible. Now, the antenna is easy to put down, but let me show you how the anchor light works. So to control this light, you have a panel right next to your engine control at the Helm Station, and you push a button called up. Yeah, this lights up, you hold it, and the light comes up at the hardtop, and the navigation light turns on right at the top. How cool is that? And to bring it back down, what you do is just push down and it comes all the way down. And now you can make sure that you can get through the bridges that might be lower than you wanted. Now, by getting to places so fast, you might need a place to take a nap or use a restroom. So let's go check out downstairs. Inside of the Cigarette 42 Auroris. Now, the good thing is you have a door, which you can close like this, and there's a latch, so you can easily get back out. For the purposes of this video, we'll just keep it closed for now. But let's start all the way by the entrance. So here we have a couple of things. Well, number one, at the top, starting from here, you have a Dometic AC system. So there are actually AC vents on the side over here, and also at your head, which we'll get to. Your secondary VHF here, obviously all your audio controls over here, so you can control your music, Bluetooth, AM, FM, whatever you like from here. 2 steps, well, 3 steps if you count this part as well. As you come down, wide steps, so it's, I mean, you put your foot over here, you fit here nicely, you don't feel like you have to balance yourself to a circus or anything. Fire extinguisher underneath, and once you come down, you have all the way forward, you have a nice seating area. So let's test this place out over here. So plenty of headroom, even when you're sitting down. Either you sit, you know, all the way to the bow, or, I mean, this is comfortable. You sit away comfortable. You have regular lights, spotlights. You have LED lighting underneath. This being an RGB lighting, so you can control, obviously, the light itself. Change the color to whatever color you may like. Now, the cool thing about this table is, with a push of a button, it goes all the way down, and then you can put a filler cushion on it, and this becomes a nice bed area over here. Obviously, the cushions themselves, they follow the same exact material and color theme as the boat has outside. And on your port side, you also have a power outlet, and of course a USB outlet, so you can charge all your phones, and you have plenty of storage. I want to say this is like, you know, 10 inches deep bucket, so whatever nitty gritty you might want to store away, you can easily do that right here. AC vent, so cold air comes out and cools you down, cools the cabin down. And also additional storage on your starboard side now, so you have 2 drawers to keep all your things at, all your manuals, everything all the way right here. Next to the entrance, you have entrance access to the head. First thing, you have a nice mirror here, so you can check yourself, make sure that you're fine. Also, you have a little hook here, so if you want to hang maybe a towel or anything over here, you can easily do that. So once you come inside now, you have, first thing, you have a medicine cabinet, so you can fit all your nitty gritty inside. Right below that, obviously nice light, so you can see everything underneath. Blacked out faucet. This boat also having a hot water, so you can rinse yourself down, take a shower. Talking about shower, you have a rain shower right above your head, so 6'1", plenty of space above my head as well. Power outlets, so once again, if you want to plug in anything, you can easily do that. Toilet right over here, and the flushing system is with the foot. Voila! Anything that comes in, you push a throttle over here, and it disappears. Also, right below your sink, you have additional storage. So we use this as a seat here. So this, the way it works, very clever actually. So first, you push it open, just to reveal the button, but it doesn't open. So you twist it, now it turns, and you have a toilet paper holder inside, which is really neat because you don't want to see it at all times. It's hidden away whenever you do need it. It's right there. And what's great is it's also blacked out, matching with the rest of the hardware on the boat. And right next to that, you have additional storage unit here as well. So any small items, maybe shampoos, etc., you can store them neatly here. And again, I like that they've put seals everywhere, making sure that nothing rattles. And you know, with all honesty, we were just out on the water, came back, and as we came back, it got rougher and rougher, but going 50, 60 miles an hour at the proper chop, this thing was rock solid on the water. Black water tank indicator here, so you can tell how much black water you have in the tank. And obviously you have the release button over here. And also your LED switch for the shower. So this now, voila. So if you want to turn on the lights, or off, or back on, or off, or back on, whatever way you like, you can do that. And your macerator over here as well to pump things out from the tank. Also, behind your head, additional AC vent. So when you want to cool down, you can do that. Towel hanger. And what I really like is behind here, you have an access panel to all your systems. So at the Helm Station, if you or your technicians need to do anything, they have a really easy access. I like there's a light inside, and anything they might need to do, they can easily do that. And now this boat also, as I mentioned, has a Starlink. So I wanted to do a test how fast this Starlink is. So we're connected to Wi-Fi right now, as you can see here. Wi-Fi name is Starlink. This is what the boat has. And now we want to go to fast.com and check the internet speed. Check this out. 300 megabytes per second download speed. 280. I mean, this is unbelievable. And we're talking over here suborbital satellites. The system itself, by the way, if you don't have a Starlink on your boat, what are you doing? The system is amazing. It costs, I think, $2,500, $250 a month, and you get these speeds anywhere. Well, more or less, I think they cover that over 90% of the world. Unbelievable. You can watch YouTube Live, whatever you like, YouTube TV, from the TV on this boat or any other boat. Absolutely incredible system. You have to have it on a boat. If you still have the Mickey Mouse domes on your roof, it's 2024. You gotta change that. Starlink is the new way to go. Now the only thing left to do is to test this puppy out. So we're in the open ocean now, and the first thing that I wanted to do is configure this whole monitor setup over here to my liking. Obviously you can do it whichever way you like it. I wanted to put a Seakeeper over here. This boat has a Seakeeper. I want to control my lights, whatever I need to do here, and I put my speed over here, and I also put my forward-facing camera over here. But for the purposes of this video, let's put a fuel consumption over here, because this would be an interesting thing to see. How many gallons of fuel we burn in an hour. So, without any further ado, let's put this puppy through the paces. The thing is that this thing likes to go fast. I mean, this is not your intercoastal cruising boat. This is something that you get to places in no time. We are now 30 miles an hour. This came like nothing. 35, 37, 40. It gets up to speed, already doing 45 miles an hour. I haven't even touched the panel yet. The camera guy's hair, if you want to see that right now, it's flying. Great protection over here from the wind. I love the windshield glass that it's protecting me here. 50 miles an hour. We're doing 21 gallons per hour per engine. So you're spending about 80 to 100 gallons an hour. Doesn't really change much with the speed per se. Once it comes back to 19 gallons an hour, not bad. I mean, this is a performance boat. You're not buying this one when you're thinking about fuel economy. This is not your Prius in no shape or form. 50 miles an hour. We'll make a full turn now. See how it turns. Like butter. You know, even though it's a really fast boat, I feel confident in it. I don't feel intimidated by the speed, because the hull makes me feel really comfortable and secure. It has a two-step hull. Let's get some more speed here. 58 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour. And we're going into the waves right now, 70 miles an hour. Yeah. I mean, this is unbelievable. At 70 miles an hour, you're burning 43 gallons an hour. I mean, you're gonna go through some fuel. 73 miles an hour. So we can trim our engines a little bit, trim them higher, but it's totally comfortable over here. Like it's crazy speed, but you don't feel like you're going absurd speed over here at all. Pull it back a little bit. 70 miles an hour going into turns safely. Huh? You don't want to make any sudden movements in a boat that is going this speed at all. Obviously, when you're going at this speed, you want to be hyper focused. What's going ahead of you? You want to read the ocean. But this is addicting. So what we did now is we put the wind doors out to see how big of a difference they make at the Helm Station. We'll pick up the speed, sitting down comfortable. Yeah, I love that. You know what I like? We have the forward facing monitor set to speed. So rather than me looking down and taking my eyes away from the horizon, I can see the speed at the small monitor at the bow. Love that. This is really, really useful. You know what? I tell you, these side doors take away actually quite a lot of the wind. Like much less wind. What? And look at the ocean, how blue is the ocean? Oh my God. Listen, if this is not a water that you would just want to come out and blast around. I mean, look at this. We're doing 52 miles an hour. Turning, no problem whatsoever. I mean, come on, come on. If you like the video so far, hit the like button because there is no other channel that takes you on board boats like this. 65 miles an hour. Let's see what she does. We're trimming our engine. 67, 16, 70, 72, 73, 75, 77, you can trim more. That's now too much trim. 77. And we have full tank of fuel almost. The max speed this boat has done is 83 miles an hour. I can see it over here. So we got it to 77. I guess if we play around with the trims, and more experienced person maybe would be able to do faster, but 77 sounds good enough. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the Cigarette 42 Auroris. If you're looking to buy this boat, then visit yachtway.com or any other boat, because YachtWay is the most modern yacht listing website in the entire world. And we have hundreds of boats listed for sale. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then hit the subscribe button down below. As always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.